Hey guys, Rascal here. Hope you all had a great Valentine's Day yesterday. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. Usually talk about like my favorite shows or tropes or something. But this time, since it's coming out a day after Valentine's Day, I want to talk about something that Disney has yet to do. Disney has done pretty much like I think at this point a million movies. Might as well be, especially now they've acquired Fox, Marvel, Star Wars, and like the rest of the planet. The one thing they were really known for in the beginning, and still is now because of this little legacy, is that they would always have Disney princesses. And whether they were adapting from the fairy tales from the public domain or they're creating their own princesses, Disney is well known for having strong female leads and have kind of started their own little lineup of Disney princesses, starting with Snow White, of course, the very first princess, all the way to Anna and Elsa, which is a princess and a queen this time. And there's one thing that kind of stuck out to me watching a lot of these movies. And a lot of them, when they have Disney princess, the one thing I always see now is that, there's no. I think the new thing now is that there's no prince. Either there's no prince in terms of royalty, or there's just no male love interest. And that's pretty much it. And that kind of got me thinking, when they do have the princes in here, they're pretty one-off, or they were never royalty, or they married into royalty. Minus, like, Princess and the Frog and some other ones. And it kind of got me thinking, why hasn't Disney made either a Prince Charming movie or a Disney Prince movie? I mean, it's totally fine that they got lots of female role models for little girls, and generations have them, and they vary throughout the years. And like I said, most of them don't even have princes now, or as they want to put, they don't need a man saving them, which I kind of, yeah, that's another story. I kind of got me thinking, why hasn't there been one? There was a time, like a few years back, maybe 2 years ago, that in one of the things that they were working on or in development was a Prince Charming movie. Now, not the one from Shrek, of course. It would just be about the character Prince Charming himself. Now, you've seen that in Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and other ones that don't have names and they're just called Prince Charming. But I think at some point they were going to do a movie based on the character Prince Charming and see what his story is. And it's been a while now, and there's no mention of it. No one's working on it. There's no news, nothing. It seemed like maybe it was an idea, and then it got scrapped quickly. And then there was this movie actually got made with that concept called Charming. And the producer of Shrek and another fairy tale parody-esque movie made a movie called Charming, and it was to the three princesses, and they all wanted the same guy, and it was pretty much, playing on the trope that every girl in the land wanted him, and it has sort of a thing going with that. And I thought, hey, that's a pretty cool idea. Why didn't Disney do that? I've never seen the movie, but I've heard of it. I've heard like maybe one or two songs from in there, and I've seen the trailer, but I've been looking for that movie for some reason, can't really find it. I don't know if it's one of those independent movies or straight to DVD and just can't see it. But either way, I thought that was a great idea, and I'm wondering why didn't Disney ever do that? If you have lots of positive female role models in the movies and the shows now, why not have one for the boys too? I mean, they can also get that with the princesses and have a strong female character, but in terms of the princes, they don't do as much. Not counting Eugene or Kristoff or other of the recent ones, but it seems like they're getting rid of princes altogether. The last two princes they've had, if you want to go in the Disney continuity or the buyout, Prince Hans turned out to be a killer, which they didn't have to do, but for some reason they wanted to do a plot twist, which didn't make a lot of sense since he was actually okay how he was. And then they have Kylo Ren. And then that's it. And I don't know, I don't think Kylo Ren is really the princely type since he restarted the war and nearly obliterated everybody in the galaxy. So no, stuff I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker, so I don't know what his situation is, but yeah, I think it's about time Disney makes one. They can either go with the movie I mentioned, like with about the character Prince Charming. Maybe go to the story of why he's considered the one that always gets the girl. Why is he always the hero? How does he get this reputation? Or they could just create a whole new character that's like based off of Prince Charming, but it's a whole new way. Like he has to work his way up to being Prince Charming, but it's not the one you expect. Since the more recent Disney movies, when they do fairy tales, there's some twist on them now. First, they were adapting the stories as they were, with maybe some talking animals and stuff, and now most of the time they do a Disney-fi take where there's this twist. Like Prince and the Frog was taking place in Louisiana, and it was sort of modern day. Frozen was a take on the Snow Queen, and they added their own little atmosphere to that. Beauty and the Beast was pretty much the same with the talking furniture, and like I said, the recent ones seem to really do mostly twists, and that's actually been doing very well for them. But in terms of, just giving a prince his own time, hasn't really happened. You might say, well, they had Aladdin, they had, not Prince and the Pauper, Black Cauldron, and some other ones, but they weren't princes. They were regular guys who became princes after marrying royalty. And then that's it. And then usually after that, the story kind of stops from there, or it takes a while for a TV series to come out, and it's like the movie never happened. So yeah, if anybody from Disney, working on Disney, is seeing this, I really think you should do a Disney Prince movie. Or if you're not comfortable with the movie because you think it could accidentally step on the toes of the Disney princesses, even though some of them aren't technically princesses, but you qualify them anyway, do a series, like maybe a Disney Plus series or a TV series, a limited series, something about a Disney prince, whether original or based off the character of Prince Charming. And I think it could do really well because there's a lot there that you could do that it remains untouched in terms of Disney doing a property. And it could range from any type of personality, any type of look, you can be from any country. There's like a whole blank canvas for you to work on. So that's just what I think. You guys can let me know what you would like to see if you get a Prince Charming movie. Like I said, not counting the Charming movie already made, but if Disney happened to do one, whether they did one based off the character of Prince Charming or just make an entirely original character and have him fit the Prince Charming trope. Please let me know what you think of that in the comments below and what ideas you would have or you would like to see in a movie. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!